Don't look now, but the Las Vegas Raiders have now won 2 straight following their latest 40-34 victory over the Seattle Seahawks. And yes, you got to be excited about it. The Raiders learning to win in tight game situations. We'll cover a video on that later, but for now we got to talk about our latest editions of one of our latest editions latest edition. You guys know what I'm trying to say, of standouts and fizzouts, because everybody has their own definition or their own spin on risers and fallers, winners and losers, but ours is standouts and fizzouts because Pop, I can never face this thing the right way, because Pop is the greatest thing since sliced bread, and we absolutely love it. Let us know what you guys drink in the comment section down below, whether it is Coke, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, that Great Value Diet, Dr. Thunder, whatever it is that you guys drink. Let us know in the comment section down below. But today, yes, we are very excited to bring you another edition of Standouts and Fizzouts for the Las Vegas Raiders' latest win against the Seattle Seahawks, who, once again, the Raiders have now won 2 straight and now sit at 4-7, putting a little bit of pressure on the Chargers. So, you really got to go and look at this thing on a full scale. So you'll see here that, yes, Josh Jacobs had himself the biggest day, obviously the man of the match, over 300 all-purpose yards from scrimmage. I think it was 303, a new Raiders record, and it's just, wow, this man just got it done in all phases, and obviously he is our very first standout. Ran the ball 33 times for 229 yards as well as 2 touchdowns. Really just continued to get it done all day for the Raiders. Also had 6 catches for 74 yards, and you really like how the Raiders just stuck to what was working for them. Yes, we outlined it before the game last week, saying that they need to pound the rock against the Seahawks, and they absolutely did that and went out and took care of business. Derek Carr also had himself, I would say, a pretty strong day. 25 of 36 for 295 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So you're happy with how he performed. Yes, those 2 interceptions to Quandre Diggs, not great. The first one was obviously a little bit of an overthrow on for Davante Adams at center one. I'm still kind of hooked. I think it was a tipped pass, actually. That wasn't technically wasn't a drop for a guy like Foster Moreau. So you're still kind of hesitant, but Derek Carr didn't lose him the game. In fact, it stood in there and delivered a lot of nice passes, and did a lot of good things there. Also, another standout, Zamir White, 2 carries, 28 yards. In every single way that he is given the ball, in every single scenario that he is given an opportunity, he does amazing things. Like we said, 2 carries, 28 yards, did some good things there. Amir Abdullah, 3 carries, 16 yards. Like, seriously, the Raiders, they came into with 1 goal into this game, and that was to run the football, and they absolutely did it. Davante Adams, I can't talk today, 7 catches, 74 yards. For the most part, I felt like the Seahawks did a really good job of keeping him quiet for most of the game, but you're never going to keep Davante Adams down, and now he's going to continue to find ways to make plays for your offense and keep you relevant throughout the game. Foster Moreau, yes, did drop that pass on, I think, what was it, 3rd and short or whatever it was really looking to extend the drive there, but overall had himself a pretty good day, caught a touchdown, 3 catches, 33 yards, and that Teddy, like we mentioned. So you're excited about that. He had a good day. Matt Collins, also another standout, 4 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown. Amir Abdullah, I love me Samir Abdullah. He just continues to get it down to 49, a total of, 39 and 16. What's that? 55 all-purpose yards and a touchdown. Yes, he's one of the most underrated running backs. Continues to get it done and do his thing. You absolutely love it to see it from Amir Abdullah, one of the most underrated running backs in the league. Defensively, Deron Harmon should have had that interception there early in the game, but it is what it is. 7 total tackles, definitely a standout. Sam Webb had himself a pretty good day, but Denzel Perryman, 9 total tackles, leading the team. Had that interception, had that huge tackle for loss on Kenneth Walker, the third, and did a lot of good things defensively. Continues to be a leader for the Raiders in a lot of different facets. Max Crosby, 4 total tackles, a sack and a half, just was everywhere, and continues to be that rock solid defensive end and leader, and really probably the heart and soul of this team in a lot of different cases, but continues to be an absolute rock for the Raiders defense as well. Andrew Billings and Bilal Nichols, both guys that were standouts. You talk about, this is probably the best game that we saw from the Raiders interior defensive line, and Andrew Billings and Bilal Nichols, just continue to bring the pressure and do a lot of different things. They got really good push using a lot of different counter moves and stuff, so they did a lot of good things in terms of getting pressure, so you're really, really happy to see that as well. The offensive line, for the Raiders. Yes, you were very excited to see that. I don't believe did they even get a sack? Yeah, they got one. Excuse me. That was that Poona Ford sack. But it is what it is. Overall, that offensive line gave him a ton of time, especially on third down. They did a lot of good things there, and I was really pleased with how the offensive line and the defensive line played today. I thought they did a lot of good things, especially with the Seahawks coming in with Kenneth Walker and everybody trying to run the football. Yes, the Seahawks weren't able to do a lot, so it is what it is there. As far as FIZZOUTS, that's right, FIZZOUTS, because Pop, yeah, we covered it. Anthony Averett, a guy that, quite honestly, every time he's on the field, you kind of cringe. Nothing against the man, but they picked on him with DK Metcalf for sure. He was a guy that just kind of seemed to struggle there for the Raiders on defense. And then also, I hate to say it, but Rock Ya-Sin kind of got owned a little bit as well. I mean, obviously, letting up a touchdown against Tyler Lockett isn't necessarily something that's strange, but yeah, they picked on him there as well. Chandler Jones, I'm so sick and tired of just watching this man continue just to move on the season with half a sack. I just want him to be able to do what he's got to do and just stop being a huge drain on this defense. I know that he's out there, he's getting a lot of money, I respect all that, but come on, just do something. Just please. It is what it is at this point. So also the tackling late in the game there, I felt like the Raiders, they got to get a lot better defensively, especially if they're looking to be better on defense. Like tackling's got to improve. I felt like in coverage wise, it was pretty good. I didn't see a whole lot of big plays for the defensive side of the football, but they got to get off the field. They got to continue to get pressure on the edges with someone not named Max Crosby. But like we said, also the interior was pretty good, so you really can't fault him for that. Also, Luke Masterson missed that tackle, late in the game there. That it kind of was led to that. I think it was that. I can't remember that touchdown there by Travis Homer by the Seahawks, but it is what it is. Overall, the Raiders came away with a win. Excuse me. So you're happy and excited to see that. And overall, yes, 2 in a row. They're getting it done, and they're going to continue to find a way to put pressure on the Chargers moving forward into potentially that second spot in the AFC West. So we'll see what happens there. Also, Daniel Carlson missed a kick. Not really that worried. But Geno Smith was a guy that was an absolute set. Oh, by the way, I really don't want to take anything away from this, and we'll make a video about this later. Getting back into the Raiders here, Josh Jacobs is an absolute stud, just stiff-arming Al Woods on the way to that touchdown. Just get off me, Heisman. It is what it is. But overall, the Seahawks were actually really impressive. Geno Smith just continues to blow it out of the water for me. 27 of 37, 328 yards, two touchdowns, and an interception. Really, that was just a great play made by Denzel Perryman. Although Geno Smith, he's taken a big step forward, especially for the Seahawks, and I love to see it. Kenneth Walker, the third, I love it. I mean, this guy, the Raiders' defensive line and really the run game did a great job of stuffing him. But Kenneth Walker just continues that touchdown run he had, carrying what felt like the entire Raiders team. It's just the man gets it done from that first carry. Again, was largely taken out of the day, but had a couple of touchdowns. Just continues to be the heart and soul of that Seahawks rushing attack. Also, Travis Homer had 2 carries for 8 yards. Also had that touchdown. That was very nice. He had a total of 53 all-purpose yards and a touchdown on the day. Another winner, DK Metcalf, standout, excuse me. DK Metcalf, 11 catches for 90 yards, no touchdowns. Tyler Lockett, 3 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown. Had that really nice long touchdown there early in the game. Also, Marquise Goodwin, 3 catches, 48 yards. Also had that nice carry for nearly a first down later in the game there. Noah Fant, 3 catches for 34 yards. And overall, I felt like he did a really good job on offense for the Seahawks. Defensively, Cody Barton, 12 total tackles, really made a really nice play on Josh Jacobs there. You really like what he did, just continued to bring it. Also, Jordan Brooks led the way there. I mean, just 16 tackles. I felt like, his defensive line didn't do him a lot of favors today. It's tough when you there. I mean, if you watch any amount of tape, the Raiders did just a fantastic job of sealing off blocks, pushing guys up into the next level. It's a tough day for the linebackers, just a tough day overall. I felt like Poona Ford, I'm not sure if he was injured or what was going on there, but he seemed to come out. He's one of the more higher graded run defenders in the entire NFL, so I was kind of puzzled to see guys like Al Woods out there, and Brian Moan, all those guys who got absolutely owned. We'll get into that in just a second in FIZZOUTS for the Seahawks, but overall, defensively, there weren't a ton of guys. Like Quandre Diggs, obviously a standout, 2 interceptions. Poona Ford had that big sack on Derek Carr, as well. But as far as other defensive players, it was kind of slim pickings. Like, it was just, you let up over what it was close to 300 rushing yards. It's not a great day overall. So it is a rough day for the defense. So I think they'll bounce back, though. I think that the Seahawks are still a very good team and still really surprising a lot of people, doing a lot of great things there. Fizz outs for the Seahawks. Run defense, obviously. I feel like everybody knows it at this point. Al Woods, everybody outside of Poona Ford. Ugh. I mean, Al Woods got completely just he's going to get it on Monday in the meeting room, just getting stiff-armed by Josh Jacobs on the way to, what was it, that 28-yard touchdown run there early in the game. Ugh. Brian Moan also not exempt from it. I mean, he just got completely taken out of the play on a lot of different plays there. Also, Josh Jones, that 86-yard touchdown run by excuse me, I had that 86-yard touchdown run by the man, the myth, the legend, Josh Jacobs. Yes, he got completely just juked out of his shoes. Could not make the game-saving tackle, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Offensively, the Seahawks continue to get it done. They put up points. They run the ball very effectively, but they have struggled all season long in terms of stopping the run. But again, it is what it is. A very good game in all senses of the word. Both teams really fighting it out here. Once again, the Raiders now won a couple straight. They see the Seahawks still in the thick of it there in the NFC West, and it's a very good game overall, and it was a lot of fun to watch. But that's our latest edition of Standouts and Fizzouts for the Seattle Seahawks versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It really helps people find the show. Just leave that like. We'd really appreciate it. Let us know if we missed anybody on Standouts and Fizzouts too. Let us know what you guys think about who stood out and who fizzled out, because yes, pop. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Let us know what you guys drink in the comment section down below. We would love to hear it. Maybe we need to try something new. But at the end of the day, let us know what you guys think. Also, give us a listen and sub on iTunes. Give us all the listens. We greatly appreciate it. And let us know what you guys think about our latest edition of Standouts and Fizzouts for the Seattle Seahawks versus the Las Vegas Raiders.